Susan. I'm going to make this one really interesting. I'm going to do it like I do some of the, I call them paint pizzas that I do. So this is going to be really interesting. We're going to see how this goes. But first, we're laying down a little bit of the Winsor Newton. I believe this is, so let me get my paint list here. So first up is Winsor Newton Cerulean Blue. So, and what I'm going to do, this is going to be really interesting. I'm going to do this different than any Lazy Susan you've ever seen anyone make. So we are just laying the color down like this. Just like this. Oops, even got a little pillow paint in there. So for the pillow paint, I'm using some of the, let's see, what do I have? I have Meditative is the name of it. And that's by Sherwin-Williams. All right, so we're just laying our colors down like this. All right, so here we go. All right, next up is Cobalt Blue, also by Winsor Newton. And same thing, we're going to just lay it down. If it blops, we're not going to worry about that. I want it thick like this on purpose. So I've made it nice and thick. I know it seems like this isn't going to work, doesn't it? Doesn't it seem like this isn't going to work? It's going to work. All right. Okay. Next up is Phthalo Blue. This is by Winsor Newton. Again. Now, we know that when we spin this, a lot of this paint's going to come off. And the Meditative, whoa, that was a big one. It's going to come off, though, so we're not going to worry about it. Okay. This is going to be so beautiful. Get some over on our edges. All right, next up is Cobalt Blue by Golden. Again, we're going to just, oops, my spoon isn't helping here. Probably if I had a little stick, that might be better. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. In this method, it's hard to mess up. Oops. Plenty of paint on is not a problem. All right. Next up is, this is Arteza Pearl Gray. Or Arteza Metallic Gray, I should say. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. Now you notice I'm kind of just sprinkling it on here. I don't want it to take over, but I want to get enough on here where it's going to be amazing. These colors are going to layer on top of each other by accident, I guess I'd say. Oops. Oh, that was a lot. Okay. This is Triart Interference Turquoise. Now, see, I think part of my problem right now, or it's thick. That's how I want it. I want it nice and thick. Get it everywhere. I call this the paint pizza technique because, first of all, it's really good for beginners too, because, you know, the layering is the hardest part and getting the consistencies right. And this is very forgiving. Okay. All right. Next up is Arteza, or wait a minute. Yes, or Amsterdam Silver Metallic. It's going to be so beautiful. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Okay, again, very forgiving technique. I wouldn't say I'm just whipping it on there, but I kind of am whipping it on there. Crazy pants, right? Badonkadonk, is that what the clutter bug always says? All right, here we go. All right. And as if that isn't enough, the next step is we are going to put cell activator on. All right, so I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this tool, and I'm going to wipe across it with cell activator. All right, and my cell activator has a little bit of interference blue in it. All right, so here we go. Going to put our cell activator on. Okay. And let's pop a few bubbles before we do it. So they don't pop up through the cell activator. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, cell activator on. And I think I'm going to go right through the middle and then work my way out. So first of all, I'm going to start right here. Okay. Gonna need more cell activator. My goal is to have this work in a modern kitchen. Okay, let's go start over here. And if you're learning this, you've got lots of tools, I imagine. You can just use your tiny tools to make adjustments. Your little mini tools. What I'm going to do, I want lots of cell activator right there. Okay. All right, let's keep going. It looks crazy, doesn't it? You're not going to believe how this comes out. It's going to be amazing. You just think, oh, this isn't going to be that good. And then, padoom, there it is. Great. Okay. Some more cell activator. Let's do another layer of it. This paint is really thick. I'm just laying it right down over the top. Don't worry if it's not perfect. That's going to be fine. Ooh. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Now, I'm just putting cell activator on the back of my knife if you haven't done this before. My palette knife. All right, and let's go right here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We're going to need a little more. All right, this time let's go here. Beautiful. And I think I want to do one more right across here. Now, I've done the bloom before where you want to keep stretching and stretching and stretching it. But I kind of like this technique a lot. All right. Okay. So far, it just looks like a big mess, doesn't it? Give it time, give it time. Oh, let's see. Maybe right here we'll put a little more. Maybe just a little more right here. Okay. All right. What do you think so far? Put it in the comments below. By the way, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, you want to do that. And then when you see the little bell, push that and click all. And then you'll get to see all of them as I make them. All right. So the forgiving part about this is going to be that it's going to turn out gorgeous, even though it seems like we're just almost slopping paint on. But it's going to be great. Now, what I like to do next is just take my palette knife and give it some character too. Um, and you got to do this, I think, before you really start spinning off a lot of the paint. But I feel like here, because remember, the paint's still going to spin off. So I'm just going to go right through here and just draw a knife with, or a line with my knife. And same thing maybe up here. Bring a little of the color in. I love this little doohickey here, but I'm going to split it a little bit. There we go. Maybe give it a little more. Okay. Just look across it and decide, hey, where do you want to make a change to it? I think right now the next thing is we're just going to go ahead and spin. Oh, let's go ahead and get the bubbles out first. This might make more cells pop up too. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay. And then now we're just going to do some slow spins. I see one little spot I want to change right away. But I'm going to try not to abruptly stop it. Just let it spin out. It's spinning all that extra paint over the sides. Whoop, as I abruptly stop it. All right, so here, I feel like here, I want to just kind of maybe a little more through there. Break that up just slightly. Maybe we'll come all the way over. Nice. All right. Pretty. All right, and here, you've got a lot of white right there. So sometimes what I'll do is work to see if I can get some cells to come up in there. Let me use my straw. Pretty. A little bit there. All right, let's spin again. Now there's still lots of paint on here that has to move off. Ooh, the cells are pretty. And this is also when you can tilt it a little bit. If you have some things on it you don't like, you can tilt it a little bit. Oh, I love the little palette knife swipes we made through it. They are beautiful. Gorgeous. I think I want to try for a few more cells over here. Oh, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, let's keep spinning. Still has a lot of paint on it. It's looking so good. This is the craziest Lazy Susan. It's going to look so good. I know that when I get the resin on it, people will have to come touch it. Love it, love it. I was going for a coastal vibe, and that it almost looks like sand in it. Little color sand. It is really nice, and it's coming along beautifully. Let's keep spinning, getting more paint off it. Now, some people have said when they use the IKEA Lazy Susans that they warp. And that is true. I've had them warp. I usually will put a dehumidifier in the room and then they'll warp back. I don't know how that's possible, but it happens. But I'm going to show you in just a few minutes what I do to prevent the warping. Oh, so nice. Look at this. Oh, it is beautiful. I think it's still got quite a bit of paint on it. And we could test that. See if we can find a little stick here to test that with. Here we go. So we just put this in the center. Still could go a little more. It's got a little bit more paint than I want on it. Maybe a few more spins. And I can see paint coming off it. So, oh, this is so pretty. If you don't get all the paint off, it's going to dry and crack. So you definitely want to do that. Also, spinning it is helping make the cells a little bigger. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. This almost looks coastal. I live in Michigan, and I believe these will sell because, like crazy, because of the coastal vibe to them. And see, the paint is going all the way over the sides. Notice that? You want to be really careful when you're working with it now that you don't bump that paint because it's just glorious looking. Okay, so what I want to do next, I don't want to spin much more because it'll start to lose some integrity. So what I'm going to do next is pop some more bubbles. And these doesn't matter if it makes more cells because that's just going to look amazing. Okay, that meditative color, so pretty. And the reason I used meditative as my pillow is so that even if it comes up, it doesn't matter. It's not going to look bad. Where if you get white pops of pillow paint all over, those don't look as good. But here, I don't mind. And the next thing I like to do is work to get paint off the bottom. Now, when you're doing this, I'm going to see if I can demo it from over here. Basically, I'm just putting my paint stick up there and trying to get some of the paint to come off. You don't want to ruin your image here. Your image? You don't want to ruin your work. So you just want to carefully work to get the paint off it. If you don't, then what happens is it keeps dragging more of your work over. And it's really perfect the way it is. I love it. I think it's really, really nice. So I'm just going around it, kind of watching. I can tell if it's got most of the paint off because it's not, my stick's not getting more on it. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, this is pretty. Is this pretty? It sure is. Let's see. I'm going to do a flyover of it for you so you can see it, but in just a minute. But first I want to show you what I do that helps stop it from warping. Now I will run a dehumidifier in the room if I have one available, and I do. I'll run a dehumidifier while it's drying. And I'll turn off every vent, everything that could possibly be blowing on it. And I'm sure there are no bugs or anything in here. I work hard to keep the dust out of the air because I don't want that dropping in here. I want this to be perfect. It does look really good, you guys. Look at that. All right, so now what I do, I've got a bunch of cups here. Now notice I don't just have one cup. What have I got here? 2, 4, I've got 6 or 7 of them. And what I'm going to do is use these cups underneath it, even though it's probably going to wreck the cup. That's okay because these Lazy Susans, I sell them for a lot of money. So I don't mind ruining a few cups. But what I'm going to do is put the cups under it, and that is going to keep it so that if it tries to warp, it's harder because there's a cup under it. All right, so you can see I've got it really well supported around it. Now, I'm just going to leave it here and let it sit. One of my rules for it is don't keep coming back and touching it. I will still pop the bubbles over the next like 5 minutes, and let's do another set of them. That looks really good. I'll scan it looking for anything that might have dropped in it. Like sometimes your hair drops in it, sometimes a little piece of lint. I mean, it looks fantastic. Everything on it looks good. It's really well supported by those cups. That's going to help stop it from warping. And then what I'll do is tomorrow I'll take it and move it and put it back on the cups. But by tomorrow it'll be dry enough to move. Right now, what you don't want to do is keep touching it. And by the way, you want to keep those cups in underneath so that the paint can dribble off. You don't want the paint, don't let your cups be too far out so that the paint hits the cup. You want, or not hits the cup, that's not the best description, but you want the paint to be able to drip off. And if the cup is too far forward, it's not going to be able to. I got one like that, so let me move it. There we go. And all the same size cups. Be really sure you got all the same size cups. Here's one that needs to get moved. There we go. Make sure that they're all good. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. I think it looks fantastic. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna do a flyover, then we're gonna let this dry. So let's just go through what we talked about today. To keep it from warping, hopefully you're gonna put lots of glasses underneath it or something that's all the same size around it and have it be really well supported. Not just 3, but put a pile of them around it so it stays really well supported, and you want to keep that on even for the next 3 weeks or so while it dries. Mine dry 3 weeks. Now, obviously, I'm going to move it from here because I need my table to make more videos. But the other thing, remember we did it paint pizza style. We did cell activator, and look how beautiful that cell activator came out. I had interference blue in the cell activator, and I think that made it kind of like lightning looking. Love, love, love that. IKEA Lazy Susan, 17 inches. Protect the back before you start. You can do this. I mean, I literally slapped the paint on there kind of by accident and kind of because that's how I really am, which I know is crazy, but I am. But look at it. It's amazing. Now, I think this is just absolutely gorgeous. I have a feeling at my craft shows, this will be a good one. This would kind of go with everybody's kitchen. Looks beautiful. I think people will have a hard time leaving it alone. I could see also doing it with even less cells and more swipes through it, or running a comb through it, or I can think of so many ways to do this. We're going to be making another one soon, but for now, let's just leave it here. I'm going to have a flyover coming up. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do. And I hope this tutorial was helpful. I'll see you later. Bye. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love this one. Oh my gosh, this would look so good in my kitchen. The cells are perfect. I'm so good at this. I'm getting better at it. I love this. Bye, you guys. Bye, bye, bye.